She was driving her small tractor slowly along the muddy path after a long day of work in the fields. The air was heavy, and the ground was still wet from last night's rain. As she moved forward, she suddenly stopped. Right in front of her was a huge pit filled with muddy water, deep enough to swallow her tractor's wheels. For a moment, she just stared at it. Most people would have turned around and gone back, but not her. She wasn't afraid of hard work. She got down from her tractor, looked around, and came up with a plan. Without wasting time, she brought out a water pump from the back of her tractor, connected a long pipe, and placed one end into the pit. The other end went far away to a dry spot. Then, with a single pull, she started the pump. Within seconds, the machine began to hum, and water started rushing out through the pipe with great force. The muddy water flowed fast, splashing around as she watched carefully, making small adjustments every few minutes to drain it evenly. She stood by patiently, using a stick to check how much the water had gone down. Slowly, the deep pit began to reveal its bottom. What had once been a small pond was now a half-dry puddle. After a while, the pump had done its job. The pit was almost empty. Then she climbed back onto her little tractor and began to spread a giant waterproof plastic sheet across the area. The sheet shimmered under the sun as she carefully unrolled it and pressed it down using her tractor's tires. She wanted to make sure no rainwater would collect there again. It was a clever fix, simple but effective. But just when she thought the work was done, she noticed something moving in the remaining puddle. She walked closer and saw fish, real fish, trapped in the last bit of water. Her eyes softened. She quickly grabbed a small tank from her tractor, filled it with clean water, and gently began catching the fish one by one, placing them safely inside the tank. When everything was finished, she stood for a moment, hands on her hips, looking at her work with pride. The muddy pit was gone, the ground was clean and protected, and every fish had been rescued. She climbed back into her tractor, started the engine, and drove away with the tank of fish behind her, smiling, knowing she had done something good. What do you think of her clever idea? Rate this video from 1 to 10 in the comments below. And if you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories like this one.